What's goody team? What's goody team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session for December 3rd, 2025. Hope everyone had a good day. Woke up, looked at the charts. Everything was trash. Everything moved. Give me 1 second. I'm waiting for an order to be delivered and the dog is barking. So I think that means that it's outside. I'll be right back. No one at the door. The dog just wants to bark. It's goody candle. Welcome, welcome. Complete garbage. Yeah, it's all good though. It's all good though, man. As always, we will be going over the pairs you see on the right hand side with the red flag next to their name, starting off with AUD USD, finishing off with US oil. We will be going in order from the top to the bottom. But if you guys have any questions about any other specific pairs, just let me know. Gonna be a quick session today, team. There's really nothing on the charts, man. There's really nothing new on the charts, nothing that we haven't talked about. You know, at this point, we're just waiting to get a trade. Literally just waiting for a trade to be set up. As you can see, AU just hasn't stopped moving. You know, after the session yesterday, we had AUD news, so all the AUD pairs went crazy. Gave us just crazy candles. You know, spiked everybody's stop losses if you were in the trade early. You know, especially the lower trend or the lower time frame traders. You know, if you were trading this higher high, higher low, higher high, and you got in, you know, let's say you had a standard stop loss below the previous zone. You know, you had a 15, 16 pip stop, you got spiked out, and then price went your way. So again, it's very a lot of technicals go into it. You know, specifically when you're trading before news, after news. You know, when you should be trading. Yesterday's price action, right? Yesterday's night price action shows you guys. It literally just showed you guys the reason why I have my rules in play. I'm not trading 30 minutes before, or I'm sorry, 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after news. Not doing it. Right? Will there be times where I get into a trade before news? Absolutely. But everything has to be picture perfect. Right? Everything has to be picture perfect. And was AU in a position where it was a picture perfect spot? No. Right? We know we're looking for price bounce off to 50. Any trade that you took before taking an entry here is incorrect. You're in the trade way too early. And this is the reason why. If you place a regular stop loss, you got hit out. So there's just different things that you want to see on the chart to be able to take those trades before news. Now again, 9 out of 10 times, this is what news is going to do. And if you're still unprofitable, and one of the reasons why you're unprofitable is because you're taking trades before news, then you already know what you have to fix. Don't trade 15 minutes before news. Don't trade 15 minutes after news. Wait until 15 minutes after the news to start taking trades again. Right? It would save you so much headaches. So, again, going to be a pretty quick one today, guys. We're pretty much just going to be looking, you know, for the pairs that didn't really do anything new for the daily or the 4-hour time frame. You know, we don't really have to go over it. We're in the same position with AU. We're in on level 3 downtrend We're looking for a lower high to be set. Price just gave us a lower low. At this moment, price is still giving us that pullback to the top side. Again, why I'm not interested in AU, I don't trade counter trends. I don't go against the overall trend. So I'm only looking for short positions on AU. So right now, just going to take a step back from AU. Again, I'm pretty much just going to update my charts, keep them up to date, see if we have any continuations, anything that's, again, clean or simple to take. Outside of that, there's really not going to be anything too crazy for today, guys. You know, ACAD still pushing up to the top side, which is okay, right? We're in the second zone of consolidation on an overall downtrend. Price finally gave us a little change of character to the top side within the zone of consolidation, where price has just been moving sideways. And I'll just zoom out so you guys can see what it is that I'm talking about. Right, if you zoom out, 30-minute time frame, what has price been doing? Right, this is obviously a higher time frame, 4-hour time frame structure that we're looking at. Right, on the 4-hour, we can see it a lot clearer than the 30-minute, but on the 30-minute, you could just see it. What is price doing? Rejecting highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, back to the highs again. Right, so we're still trading between the same 30-minute low, the 30-minute high, we're still making them, so really nothing to update here. We have 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. We know we have gaps in the market. Gaps in the market reset the trend. Could price continue this uptrend that's in right now? Absolutely. But again, letting price do what it has to do. Market just opened. Look how much price has already moved. Right? This is a pair that on a day-to-day basis it moves 45 pips, and we already did 25, 26 pips. So we're already halfway done with AUD-CAD. But again, guys, any questions, any specific pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, it's gonna be a pretty quick session, guys. We're not gonna stay here all night. We had pretty long sessions this week and last week, and it was fun. But you know, in trading conditions where we're just sitting on our hands, there's really nothing that's been given. You know, it's not that fun to just sit here. EU also gave us 3 days of rise, gave us another higher high, higher low point on the 30-minute. After 3 days of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. So we already know where that's at. GA, I don't know why the dog keeps barking, bro. A lot of gems within the last month of sessions, to be honest. Thank you, man. But there has been. GCAD moved like crazy yesterday. GJ also pretty much same shit we talked about. Breaks these highs, we're gonna continue that push, and price just ran up to that 3rd-month push to the top side. And this is not hindsight trading, bro. This was all drawn out yesterday. Right, price gave us another higher high, higher low point on GJ. Trading between this higher high, but price did not give us a valid 30-minute break. We're also on the 4-hour highs, and on the 4-hour highs, price did not give us a clean 4-hour break. So right now, again, 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. The fact that we're at these 4-hour highs, price already gave us that 3rd-month push to the top side. Price already gave us 2 days of rise. I'm not expecting a 3rd-day push to the top side. Again, could price continue? Yo, price could do whatever it wants. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that have to come back to the charts when it's ready. If it's giving us a clean entry, then we take it. But right now, GJ is a pair. Again, it's crazy how these last, 3-4 months, all the pairs that correlate differently, meaning all the pairs that move differently from each other, right? For example, GJ and GU are usually pairs that move opposite. If GJ is going up, GU, EU going down, vice versa. But as you guys could see, almost every pair is moving identical to each other. And you don't see that often. Right? Just scrolling through these pairs, it's like, you know, I already know. This is, again, nothing new, guys. Go back to last year's streams. Go back to last year's stream and go look at how price was acting during this time. And then you guys could tell me whether or not price is doing the exact same thing. That'll be everybody's homework for the week. Go do back testing. Go look at your charts back in December. Right? November, December of last year. Go do it for 2023. You could go back to the live streams and go tell me what the difference is. GJ did exactly what you talked about, jumper the market maker. I looked up the correlation through ChatGPT. Gold GJ move the same but move opposite of USD. Yep. Same thing I've been saying for the last 3-4 years, man. GJ usually moves with gold. And then the correlations with the USD pairs, GU, EU, US30. If GJ and gold are pushing down, that means the USD pairs are going up and vice versa. But again, we go back and we look at the charts, and every single pair, every single pair, we just ran through it, right? AUD USD, a pair that's in an overall downtrend, is uptrending like crazy. AUD CAD, pair that's on an overall downtrend, uptrending like crazy, right? US30 uptrending like crazy, GJ uptrending like crazy, gold, right? Just consolidating. And again, this is a pair that moves very similar to these other pairs. So once again, you know, we'll get down to what gold is doing and you know, everything else, right? Same thing, gold US30, exactly, they move opposite. But again, it's just, oh, we already did that. What am I looking for here? Change of character. You know, what do I know though, bro? It's just information that I've been relaying for free for fucking 4 years, bro. The hell do I know? All I know is that once these markets start looking good, going in at full force, bro. No lube. You know, the market makers are doing what they gotta do. They're recouping their money for the year. You know, I by March, I know I tired them out. They were like, all right, bro, this guy's just, he's gonna keep winning. We're just gonna keep losing money to fucking this one kid. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And they got me, bro. They got me once, though. I'm not gonna lie. They got me. But it's all good. They could have that freebie. You know, gold yesterday, we talked about it. Right? Gold yesterday. How many traders were trapped in gold yesterday? All the traders who were trading again engulfing candles and exhaustion candles and all this other stuff. Again, they all work. They're all good. But price action and reading the charts is just something that you gotta be able to do that. Again, had I know that these entries were not good entries, even though we had a 4-hour engulfing, we had a 5-minute engulfing, lower time frame price was giving us lower lows and lower highs, how did I know that this was just not the best place to take a trade? Price is still on an uptrend. We're still making higher highs, higher lows. Price gave us a higher high. It gave us a higher low. Price rejected these lows down here that we wanted to see price break to continue the downtrend push. And what did price do? It rejected it. Internal time frame, we started making higher highs and higher lows. Right? Higher high, higher low. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. Right? And that's what we're seeing on the 30-minute. We're still trading higher highs and higher lows. So again, this is the same thing I said last night. Yes, even though, again, if you're trading and you're looking at your charts and you're zoomed in like this on your charts, you're already doing something wrong. Because you have no clue what's going on the left-hand side. Zoom out and understand that you're trading between higher high, higher low. Let's mark this with a highlighter. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Why on earth are you taking a short position when price is still uptrending. You get what I'm saying? It's super simple. Like this isn't something that you guys gotta go and backtest and figure out what a turtle soup. None of that. You're looking at candlesticks. You're looking at market structure. This is the easiest thing. This is literally forex one-on-one. Higher highs and higher lows and lows and lower highs. That's it. If price is at a higher high, higher low, are you looking to take short positions or are you looking to take long positions? When price is making lower lows and lower highs, are you looking to take short positions or are you looking to take long positions? It's that simple. It's for me, it's that simple. I mean, again, I can't make that make more sense than what it is already. Higher high, higher low, uptrend. Lower low, lower high, downtrend. That's it. If price is making higher highs and higher lows and you're talking to me about short positions, I'm no longer interested in the conversation. I'm no longer interested in the conversation. And again, this is the reason why, because the market makers are going to make you believe, again, for the 99% of traders who trade super zoomed into their charts, they're going to make you believe that this is lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, and it's going to make you believe on the internal time frame that yes, price has turned around. Look, guys, let's get into the trades going short. How many traders you think got caught up in this? Right? All my London session traders, talk to me. Because I saw this on Instagram. I saw it on Twitter. How many traders you think took these fucking positions? So many traders, man. So many. Straight to fucking stop loss. Because again, it's super simple. Higher highs and higher lows, what is it? It's an uptrend. Lower lows and lower highs, what is it? It's a downtrend. Right now, how could we be looking for those short positions if price is still making higher highs and higher lows? It doesn't make any sense. Right? So again, everything that we've been talking about, everything that we say in every single stream, you guys see it all the time. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. The market is something that will always move how it needs to move. That's a fact. Right? And it's our jobs as traders to understand these moves and not only understand them, but to be able to see it in real time. And then if you ever get good enough, which again, you don't need to be, you don't need to have a 100% win rate. You don't need a 80%, 90% win rate. You could do this with a 50%, 60% win rate, even a 40% win rate. You could do it. Is it going to be harder? Absolutely. Absolutely. But is it impossible? No. Right, so Bitcoin, really nothing on there, guys. I'm not trading Bitcoin. And then oil, there's so many other topics of conversations that we kind of dabbled into yesterday. As to another reason why I'm not really trading, um, me too, not just use us facts. Fuck that 100% win rate, bro. That's that is the goal every single year. And that was a goal I really wanted to do this year, which unfortunately did not go my way. But it's also a goal where I'm not I'm not trying to win 100%. I'm really not. Not every single time, right? But I do make it a thing where I'm taking A plus setups every single time I'm on the charts. Because again, it's just once you see it, you see it. Is there gonna be days where you're just gonna want to overtrade and get into a trade and fuck it? Yeah, of course. Especially when you're learning something new or when you're trying something new, you're gonna try that in real time, right? So it is what it is. Again, the win rate is more to keep me personally. It's just to keep me in check, right? That's the reason I look at it. It's just to keep me in check. Where again, what do I mean by that? If I go to my trading journal, right after I take a trade, let's say at the end of the day, I go and I look at my trading journal the days that I took the trade. Did I follow my system? It's that simple. If I followed my system and I still took a loss, It is what it is. I'll charge it to the game. Next time I come around, I'm making that back plus interest. Best believe. However, if I take a trade and I lose the trade and I go back to or even if I win the trade, right, and I go back to my trading journal and that trade that I took did not follow my trading system, that's a whole different topic of conversation. And that's what I try to avoid every single time I'm on the charts. Am I taking a trade just to take it? Or am I taking the trade because I saw something there and it just didn't go my way? That's all it is. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to backtest it. And I'm going to figure out, okay, why did this trade not work out? And is there going to be a reason as to why it didn't work out? 100%. There's always a reason as to why you lose a trade. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing. There's no continuations. Bitcoin had 2 days of rise. That's pretty much it. Again, I'm not interested in these trades. Like we talked about yesterday, there's too much going on worldwide. Here in the States, there's so much going on with wars, political parties, political agendas. It's politicians are going crazy. You know, our war now with that they're trying to stir up with Venezuela, and that's gonna deal with a lot of oil, and that's gonna, there's so much that's going to happen, is going to affect the markets, and we just gotta play the game, right? And the game right now is just be patient. That's part of it. Being a trader, we always say it. Everybody always talks about being patient, but when it's time to be patient, who are the ones who are actually being patient, right? You still see your mentor talking about being patient, but he's still taking trades every single day. You know, 1 week he's up 200K, the next week he's down 400, then the next week he's break even, then the week after that he loses another 50K, and then all good because oh, for the month I'm still up 70K. Like, okay, sure. You know, again, that works if you're a millionaire charging people $1,000 a day for a course, right? Or $1,000 a month for a course. You know, that works for you. But for real traders, for people who really want to trade, not realistic, right? It just doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So pretty much it for me today, guys. Any questions? Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over? Um, Anything at all that you guys want me to talk about or explain or anything? Let me know. Again, there's really going back. I'm gonna go one by one again with these pairs. You know, US 30s and peak high trading at a higher high. You know, I could be expecting a higher low to be made. But we could also just we could see price do exactly what it's been doing for the last 2 months. It doesn't even matter where we're at. Price is just gonna fly, or price is gonna tank. There's no in between, right? There's no in between. Either price is gonna fly or it's gonna tank. All I know, what's not changing, is the way I approach the markets. If I go into the charts tomorrow and price hasn't hit STP or ADR, we'll look at it. If there's something that looks good, something easy to catch, where we're not going to be trapped in a zone of consolidation or be trapped in an inducement, then we'll take the trade. But, again, we see how all these pairs are reacting. As soon as the market's open, it's just, they're on go. They're moving. Right? AUD CAD just did another 5 pips to the top side. So that shit's almost done for the day. And that's okay. It's an AUD pair. These are pairs that usually move at this time anyway. Right, we already did 28 pips for AUD CAD. Looks like you guys are good though. No questions. Remember, for those who watch the recordings, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. You could always join the Discord. Leave your questions in the comment section. Whatever you guys are most comfortable with, and I will reach out to you guys with the answers. All good. Went over a few sessions today, took some notes, but hope they were good notes, man. A lot of gems, so many fucking gems, bro. People have no idea. Why was I looking at EJ for? Damn, this shit flew. That's crazy. Yeah, EJ EJ looks better than US 30. EJ looks better than GJ too. GJ is on the same boat as EJ, the exact same boat. Only difference that EJ already broke those highs. GJ is still trying to reach the highs. Yeah. Still trying to reach the highs. EJ broke through that super quick. What is this? Platinum. Platinum and silver be the same as the other ones too. But platinum is good though. Level 1 first zone consolidation. Level 2, right? 50 cross above the 200. Now you just want to see that first zone of consolidation, bro. This is where if price doesn't break these highs here, you know, that we could sit here and just assume that this is going to be the first zone of consolidation here. This is where price is going to give us that second zone of consolidation above the 800. Now we can't see any price before 2015 for platinum. So time for the level up. That's what 2026 is gonna be, bro. It's time to put our foot on the gas, bro. Time to put our foot on the gas. But alright, team. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow. Again, will we have a session in the morning? I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the morning in the Discord. Peace out. Peace out.